My name is Stefan. I'm the co-founder and the head of growth at WunderGraph. WunderGraph is a API composition platform. I'm not a big fan of the word platform because it's harder to adopt, but we are open source, so it makes it a little bit easier. So we're an end-to-end solution to create, manage, and host all your data integrations. So think Zapier, but for developers. With code-first approaches, it makes integrating everything much easier into your application. So with WunderGraph, what's beautiful about it is any enterprise, whether they're big or small, they have a list of vendors that they can work with. And if it has a weird license like BSL or Elastic or something, they have to run it by legal. And as soon as you have to run something by legal, it's a pain in the ass for your product because that's why it stops you right there. WunderGraph is Apache 2.0, so fully open source. The developers can integrate it right away. They can look into the code and it's no problem. So we have this amazing bottom-up motion where developers will try it out into their organization. They'll try it out over a weekend. They'll test it out and they'll be like, wow, I just integrated 5 data sources into my application. This is amazing. Now imagine that at a global scale with an enterprise that has 5,000 internal APIs, and they're using an open source tool to do that. And it's like, okay, they're using WunderGraph. We do have some enterprises that use us and they don't pay a cent. And that's totally okay because that's the business of open source. 90% of them won't pay you. But that 10%, they'll get an extra value on top of that, which is our second product, which is Cosmo. So Cosmo is also open source, but we offer a very generous pricing of $10 per 1 million requests. And it's this whole end-to-end solution with metrics, analytics. And the best part about Cosmo is that it allows you to see everything within your integrations on your GraphQL Federation, as well as your supergraph and your subgraphs. And so enterprises are obsessed with metrics. They need to know everything that's going on. They need to know tracing. They need to see how if something's too slow, if something's too fast, how many caching requests they have. And so with the enterprises, they love that. And since the core product itself is open source, it also gives them a release lever that if, a competitor that we have decides to go around and they start raising prices on these people and they start running to us, which we'll never do. But if we ever decided to do that in some alternate universe, it's an escape lever because it's open source. I can just host it all myself. I don't need you guys. And so enterprises love that. So we give them the freedom to host it themselves and they can get support, or we give them the freedom that we manage it and we'll take care of everything, the infrastructure and all the costs. They also have the escape lever. But the way you can make money on top of open source is you have a great product. But enterprises will need certain stuff. They'll need SSO. They'll need detailed analytics. They'll need self-hosting options. Those are behind the paywall. Except with our offering, we put them in a managed solution, or you can host it on-prem. But come with me. I'll put you on a 30-minute call, and I will show you how many applications you have to spin up to self-host it yourself. By the time they get to the 30-minute mark, they're like, we'll just go for the managed solution. No problem. Yeah. And so that's how you can make money with open source.